Of women's physique. We have got some great athletes on this stage tonight, folks. We're going to introduce our top 10. Please welcome your first finalist from the USA, Natalia Abraham Coelho.
All right, here comes Natalia. One of the youngest to ever turn pro at 19. I have the pleasure of occasionally training with Natalia.
Wow.
What's really impressive, along with this stellar physique, is she's been balancing school and this, maintained a 4.0 average magna cum laude, and now is in a doctoral program. Brilliant young lady, and so very sweet and dedicated to the sport.
That's brilliant.
She moved up from figure. They said you're carrying too much muscle, and took second last year at the Olympia after that, and since then 4 firsts since turning to women's physique.
Amazing to see such muscle maturity on her, and at such a young age. I've watched her several times on stage this year. She's another that she loves competing, and she shows up on stage.
And she was at the Arizona Pro as well last week.
Yes. And she's always in great shape.
So, to what we talked about earlier with figure, it's hard to know with women's physique how much to back off the throttle and not come in too conditioned. I know that's hard to understand.
Yes.
But she struggles with that because she's so very disciplined.
Yes, very disciplined.
And what are you seeing right now?
Well, first of all, you look at the glutes and you see how lean she is. And that's, I'm going to tell you, straight-at glutes on some women is not attractive, but on her, they look great. And on the majority of the women, it's a balance. And she pulls it off. Some women pull it off easily. We know what we're looking at, so.
Yeah. And that was a beautiful routine that really showed off her muscularity.
Please welcome your next competitor from the USA.
And I love physique.
Tommy Fafa.
I love the fact that the competitors, the importance of their posing routine. I love how posing, it's important. They're not just walking around with a lot of muscle and just like looking at the audience like, give me some love.
All right, this is her third Olympia appearance. She's moved up to 7th last year. She had 2 wins in 2018, and she's already top 10 this year. So it'll be very interesting to see where she lands, but she does. This is another very balanced physique, beautiful shoulders. What are you seeing compared to the others and from prejudge?
Well, she looks like she's, for sure, she's in amazing shape. She wouldn't be in the top 10. And it seems like she's carrying more muscle than the first competitor. Small waist. She's balanced. You can see her shoulders, nice shoulders, nice midsection.
The vascularity
nice
in her chest is really something.
Yes. And she's, she made you look at everything on an athlete. It's from her hair all the way down to, her skin looks really nice. She chose a nice suit.
Oh, wow.
She doesn't have on too much jewelry.
So let's the physique speak for itself. Now, this is a difficult thing for a lot of the NPC people that are getting their pro cards now. They're getting up to the pro level, and they're getting a rude awakening because every one of these athletes is so very good.
Yes, and she really is. She's very well balanced. And that's the challenging part. They are all so good.
The difference between 5th and 10th here is very, very slight.
Yes, we're talking just like points. That's why, being a judge is very impressive because that's a tough job. And these athletes always want answers. They stand in line. Yes, how can I improve? And our head judge, Sandy, she always hangs around.
That was Tomofafa Amiko.
Please welcome your next competitor from Brazil, Daniele Castillo.
And Daniele, she was in the first call out this morning.
She was third last year. Wow.
It was right.
So to the point with Natalia and some of these other athletes, going to the judges after the show, getting those critiques and actually taking them to heart can change a career.
Yes, it can definitely change a career. I respect the athletes for going up and asking the judges, because that's the only way you're going to improve or get a real opinion, especially if you're consistently not placing in top 5 or where you feel like you should place.
It can be a little scary for a competitor to go up to Steve Weinberger and ask him for his advice.
Yes, because Steve is going to be honest with you. He's going to give it straight to you. He's from New York.
Daniele has another beautiful presentation for her physique.
Yes.
Your next competitor from Spain, please welcome Laura Pintado Chinchilla.
Laura also made first call out this morning. From Spain.
And she is carrying a fair amount of mass, would you say?
She is.
Now, as a judge, compared to, say, the conditioning of a couple of the athletes we've seen so far versus the muscularity of Laura, where do you think they strike that balance when they're judging and picking a top 5?
When they're picking the top 5, I think in women's physique, they want to make a definite distinction between, that you're not a bodybuilder or too small and fall into the figure category. So some of the women get close and they're knocking on the door of maybe too much muscle or too lean. They want just really clean lines. They want you to look healthy. They want you to sparkle and shine from head to toe.
Laura definitely sparkles and shines, but she's carrying a really fair amount of muscle on.
She really is, and that's where I say when you see an athlete that's in that position, a lot of times they may move them down. I saw a couple of women that didn't make the top 10, and I think that they were moving closer to being female bodybuilders versus staying within the women's physique category.
I was looking at the same ones this morning.
There we go. She's been gone for about 20 minutes, guys. That was a good song, Please welcome your next competitor from Russia, Valentina Mashina.
All right, Valentina Mishna has another very balanced physique. And look at the vascularity and the separation of her arms and shoulders just to start.
She's from Russia, and I'm always impressed with the Russians. They are great entertainers as far as performing. So
there is such an elegance to their posing.
Yes.
You only see what your eyes want to see. How can life be what you want it to be? You're frozen when your heart's not open.
Wow.
I know, and it's amazing too, because these athletes appear larger than life on stage, and if you ask them their weight, a lot of them, they are not. She's probably, I'm going to guess she's got to be like under 130 pounds.
Well, I know Natalia's 125. I think Valentina's a little taller.
Okay.
Maybe not carrying so much mass, so you're probably right on the button. I think our biggest competitor in this year's women's physique is 5'7".
Okay.
And I think maybe 150, but you're right. They look so much bigger when you look at them.
Yes, on stage they look big. And then when you see them in person, they're tiny. So people quickly, oh, wow, she's so big. And you're like, no, she's really not as big as you think she is.
But like Valentina, they are maxing out that frame with quality balanced muscle.
That's right.
So it weighs in fast on a 5'3" frame.
That's right. It does.
Valentina Mishna.
All right, thank you, Valentina. Please welcome from Singapore, Shika Nguyen.
Shika was shredded this morning. No two ways around it.
I enjoyed watching her this morning. And as you can see the difference from athlete to athlete. They're all in great shape, but she's not one of the largest, that nice, tiny, tight package. Wow.
Look at the separation of the legs.
Look at that.
Now you have to make a decision when you're Shika. Do I want to pack on more mass, or do I want to win the shows I'm winning and come to the Olympia, rock it for my fans and family? Because I don't know that you want too much more. It's so elegant, so beautiful what she's working right now.
Yes, and that's where I always say it's not broken. There's nothing broken, so there's nothing to fix. And look at that beautiful body, beautiful line.
Look at the shoulders that create that V taper.
Yes. And it's just really important to make smart and wise decisions in regards to your training, in regards to your diet. Because at the end of the day, we start out doing this because we want to be healthy. And so it's really important to balance is key.
And look at the size of that crowd for Friday night.
We have a large crowd.
Please welcome from the USA, Jennifer Taylor.
I've seen Jennifer on stage this year. It's really nice to travel and go to these shows and see these competitors on stage and watch them qualify for the Olympia. And now I'm here and I get to see them. And I must say that they are all, they showed up to win.
Are any of the winners, because I tried to do a bit of research, are any of the winners from your show so far? Have we have any top 10s that have been on the stage?
Actually, the winner of my the Norfolk Pro, she was here this morning in figure, and she actually didn't make the top 10. But the judges, they were definitely looking. They moved her around. So I was so proud of her.
Make a little tempo change for Jennifer?
Yes, she did.
Again.
And the posing's important in women's physique. I think if you're, prejudging and there's a close call, a couple points, I think the judges they definitely look at the posing and take that into consideration.
I would think so, and there is such an elegance. There's almost a pattern to some of the women's physique posing that best shows it off without, like you said, being an open men's bodybuilder out there coaxing the crowd for most muscular.
That's right.
there's a flow to the movements that best show off like Jennifer's entire body right there.
Yes. And here's a point also in this round, the athletes have the option. Their job is to show their physique and its best light.
All right, thank you, Jennifer.
So you're not trying to show the judges you're bad. You know,
Please welcome from the USA,
Qualities.
Sarah Villegas.
show them the best parts.
Oh, I've got a story in mind. I understand what you're saying.
Yes.
I had a trainer once tell me, pose with both your legs together. They'll think you have one big leg instead of two small legs.
Really, Tim?
True story.
Wow.
Good trainer.
Look at those quads.
Look at those quads.
The separation.
Beautiful sweep front, inside and out.
Beautiful sweep. See beautiful skin.
She took first at last year's Chicago Pro.
Wow.
And first at this year's 2019 Atlantic Coast. She's from Dallas, Texas. Look at the striations down below.
I know. She is in great shape. Great shape. And she looks like she's feeling good.
The big smile always helps the presentation.
I tell you, it feels amazing to be on that stage, on the Olympia stage with that audience, and she's worked hard to get here. Look at that. Look at the glutes.
Oh.
The tie-in, great.
And again, posing on point, top and bottom, really linking it all together. Yeah, I can only imagine what that must be like to be on that Olympia stage and know that you're top 10 already.
Yes, it's an amazing feeling. And they know that any minute they'll be able to, call it a day and go on and eat.
Start in that eating binge.
Start eating. Yes.
Just beautiful. Look, like you said, the skin, the tightness, the leanness.
Great job.
All
Great
right,
routine,
thank you,
great
Sarah.
presentation.
Please welcome from the Czech Republic, Margita Zamilova.
And Margita, she is always in very hard shape, very lean.
This is her third Olympia. She had 2 wins this year, Toronto and Puerto Rico Pro. Oh, wow.
Yes. She, striations in the glutes, they're always there.
That's a great shot of all those beautiful muscles.
And she's beautiful. So she was able to, sometimes when you're very lean, you lose the quality of, I'd say, your face. You're maybe too sunken in, but she looks very healthy.
So many of our ladies maintain that perfect balance of leanness with the fat in the face that keeps us all full and happy.
Yes.
We'll see Dexter Jackson in the men's open in a little while when we do prejudge for the men's open. He's about as gaunt as I've ever seen him.
Yes.
So if he's not as lean as we've ever seen him, I will be shocked.
Yes.
Margita looks amazing.
Yes, she does. And the thing is, her level of leanness, we were talking about women's physique and, the difference, separation between that and women's bodybuilding. And she's right at that place where to get more a level of leanness or more muscularity, then she'd probably be crossing the line. So it may be the next option would be to cross over into women's bodybuilding. But
you start to think historically who she would pair up with from back in the day.
Right.
Would it be Corey?
Would it be Corey? Corey, even then, I wouldn't say that Corey, a couple times she definitely did have very lean glutes, but not striated to to this level.
To this level.
I agree.
And this is physique.
They're both beautiful. That's what
and
I
they're both blonde.
Yes, that's what I'm going to say.
All right, very nice.
So we'll
Thank you, Margita.
see, you know, how the judges what will happen, but she's just
And your final competitor
comes in great shape.
is your
Here
reigning,
she is.
defending women's physique Olympia champion from the USA, Shanique Grant.
Shanique is on point.
This morning spoke volumes.
Look at that. Looking forward to this routine. Look at that.
Now, she and Natalia are almost the same age, but Shanique was the youngest to ever turn pro. So they could have long careers in front of them. And Shanique is here to battle off any contender for this title tonight.
Very tiny waist. Nice shoulders.
Stacking money everywhere she goes. You know, pesos out of Mexico. Commas and them decimals. She don't gotta give it up. She
Always one of my favorite shots, that back double by.
Oh, yes.
And she is rocking it.
like the way it tastes. That's a recipe. Rushing through her veins like it's ecstasy.
She's had a lot of setbacks in the last couple of years. She's very grateful to be here. You caught that at the press conference if you were able to make it. So great to be at all these events as a fan, to hear all the insights. And she was sharing how some of the physical setbacks she's had in 17 and 18 just gives her the gratitude of defending that title and being here yet again with that opportunity.
Yes. And it takes a lot, too, to go through something like that and still follow through and not let it mess with your head and show up on stage the next year. Wow. Look at that.
That is a pose.
And this is what I'm saying. Look at that.
That's a pose you make
Tiny
trophies
waist.
from. You make trophies after that.
Absolutely. You make trophies after that. It's like, it's just perfection. Pure perfection.
All right. thank you, Shanique.
Outstanding.
She's going to be tough to beat.
Yes. She's
We gotta
definitely going to be tough
All
to
right.
beat.
All right, folks, we are ready to go with our confirmation round of scoring. If I can have our top 10 finalists on stage, please.
Bringing our top 10 in the world out.
Now, our head judging panel varied throughout the morning on prejudge between Sandy Williamson, Steve Weinberger, and Tyler Mannion. So we'll see who is running the call-outs and shift-arounds for this confirmation round.
Yes. Uh-oh. Here we go. It's always nice to see them standing next to each other because they all look so wonderful when they walk out. It's Sandy.
It's Sandy.
164 and 176 switch. 164 and 176 switch. Okay, ladies, quarter turn to the right.
Placing the athlete in the
Quarter
middle
turn
means
to the right.
something.
Quarter turn to the right. And face forward. Okay, front double bicep. And relax. Either side for side chest. And relax. Face the rear. Back double bicep.
This is a telltale right here.
It is. Always from the rear, looking at the
And
back and the
relax.
glutes.
Either side for side tricep. And relax. Face forward. 158 and 163. Change. You're right next to each other.
And what I noticed is this, you notice that
Abdominals.
she's in the middle. They keep her.
She hasn't moved.
She has not moved. That's always a sign.
This was a good pose for Natalia this morning, but it looks like Shanique
And
actually
relax.
tightened up a little bit from this
Okay,
morning.
Bob,
Yes.
that concludes the confirmation round. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Sandy. All right, ladies, here we go. Gentlemen, hit the music for the title. Ladies, pose down.
All right.
All right, let's see it.
Let's see. Let's see who holds position and who chases whom. They're all like, I'm the winner. I'm not moving. You follow me.
Now, you know, and hopefully you can share with the fans, there is a protocol to a pose down with who chases who
That's
and
right.
who stays.
That's right. When you're the champion, it's like you find the place where you're going to go walk to and you pose and you don't follow others. They follow you. That's the way it's supposed to work.
Is Shanique aware of that? Because she is parked right there.
Yes, she's aware of it. She is aware of it.
Apparently everybody else thinks they're the champion as well because no one is moving right now.
Yes, that's what I said. They're not even rushing the stage. They're not.
Coaxing the crowd or
Yes.
dipping in front of each other like the men
Right.
do. I love that move with get my biceps in front of your biceps that the guys always
Yes,
do.
yes.
Well, those are 5 really, really amazing physiques. It's going to be interesting to see what the judges do.
5 amazing physiques. And this is the part you've been waiting for and you're nervous, but they want it to be over with, but then you don't. If you're not the winner,
judges'
but
scores are in, folks. We are ready to go
You're
on
ready.
with our top 5 for awards.
And either way, like you said, a lot of
Once
their
again, folks, a
Olympia
record
next year starts after the cheat meal tonight.
$80,000 going
Yes.
to our women's physique champs this year at the Olympia. Presenting the 5th place award, once again, representing Performix Labs. That's not Performix Labs, that's Aaron Singerman.
Aaron Singerman from Redcon 1.
Aaron will take the 5th place award. He checked for $4,000 to our 5th place finisher, Laura Pintado Chinchilla.
Good
Right.
job, Laura.
good job.
Laura's got to be happy she was not in the top 5 last year. She's moved up quite a few places.
Wow, that's outstanding. She gets to take that 5th place back to Spain. A lot to be proud of.
Very much so.
Yes. Their division is not easy, so
All right, thank
very
you, Aaron.
impressive. She's 5th in the world.
In the world.
Back in the house. Presenting the 4th place award, once again representing High Tech, Mr. Nick Jones. Nick will take the 4th place award, the check for $6,000, and present it to Daniele Castillo.
All right, this
Right.
one's going back to Brazil then, isn't it?
That's right. It's going back to Brazil. Very nice.
Again, a beautiful suit, beautiful makeup.
Yes.
So much goes into
Everything's
this.
flawless.
And Mr. Randy Lloyd from Performix back out to present the 3rd place award. All right, Randy, please take the 3rd place award, the check for $12,000, the Olympia bronze medal, to our 3rd place finisher, Natalia Abraham Coelho.
Wow.
Third in the world. That's coming back to Orlando, Florida.
Yes.
Another medal to go around her neck while she's at school.
Yes.
And like all the other competitors, and like you mentioned with Latoria and Shanique and Nadia, such great camaraderie, but so grateful to be there.
Once again,
but so grateful to be there.
Runner-up award. This is Alina Popa back on stage. Alina will take the second place award, the check for $18,000, the Olympia silver medal, to our runner-up this evening, Sarah Villegas.
Yes.
Yes.
And release. Sarah, you look great. Congratulations. You're second in the world. She has beautiful lines.
Never been this high before in the placings.
That's very impressive.
The check is bigger to boot, so this is great.
She has to be grateful.
Has to be grateful. And
And
then
presenting the first place award, I'd like to welcome Mr. Ray Connolly, CEO of our title sponsor, Trifecta, back on stage. And once again, our Pro League president, Mr. Jim Mannion. They will take the first place award, the check for $40,000, the Olympia gold medal, and the title of 2019 Women's Physique Olympia champion and two-time defending champ, Shanique Grant.
Nice. Awesome.
Okay, I got to ask,
like,
because
thank
you follow this, how much has she improved from years past?
Wow. Just, I mean, she's improved. How can I say? Just getting better. And better, and she has room. She's not, she's perfect for physique.
Yeah.
You know, she's not, you don't look at her and say she's too muscular or she had that beautiful tiny waist.
Thunderous applause from the audience.
She's beautiful.
But she's a great ambassador for the sport.
Yes. Yes, and when you look at her there in that lineup,
all right, thank
it's
you,
not
Grant.
like
thank
she's
you, Jim. Ladies,
so
we
much
get everybody in
bigger
the center,
than
please.
the other women. She falls right into what women's physique,
Let's get
what
some
we want to
pictures, ladies.
see, and
Everybody in
what
the center,
Sandy
please.
and the judges want to see.
All five.
All right, they're going to take some pictures, get the interview with Bob, and then we've got our fitness confirmation round coming up.
And your favorite pose, ladies. All right, thank you, ladies. Let's just have our top three in the center now. Top three. And thank you, ladies. And we're going to have Shanique stay right there